Hi everyone, I'm your host and welcome to Xpose, where we expose the latest news and gossip from the world of Hollywood movies and series. In today's video, we're going to dive into the post-credits scenes of Fast X, the latest and most explosive installment in the Fast and Furious franchise. But before we do that, I have to warn you, this video contains major spoilers for Fast X, so if you haven't seen it yet, stop watching right now and watch it now. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Still here? Alright, then let's get started. Fast X is a roller coaster ride of action, emotion and nostalgia that pays tribute to the legacy of the series and its characters. But it also sets up the future of the franchise and teases some exciting developments for Fast and Furious 11. After the credits begin to roll, Fast X continues to surprise fans with more, including a game-changing cameo. We break down the post-credits tease and what it means for the next chapter of the saga. Stay tuned until the end of this video to find out who shows up and why it matters. Fast X has a mid-credits scene that will blow your mind. The franchise has used post-credits scenes in the past to bring back characters who were thought to be dead, like Han and Shaw. And Fast X does it again with another character who has a history with Dom and his family. You won't believe who it is and what he wants. The scene takes us to a deserted warehouse where we see Luke Hobbs, the former DSS agent who teamed up with Dom and his crew in Fast and Furious 6 and later starred in his own spin-off with Shaw. Hobbs is played by Dwayne Johnson, who makes his comeback to the franchise after skipping Fast 9. Hobbs and his men are looking at some screens that show footage of Dom and his family from different moments of their lives. Suddenly, a phone rings and Hobbs answers it. It's Dante, the main villain of Fast X, who blames Dom for killing his father in a race many years ago. But Dante has another surprise for Hobbs. He tells him that he also wants revenge on him for killing Hernan Reyes, the drug lord who was the main antagonist of Fast 5. Hobbs doesn't deny it, but he doesn't back down either. He tells Dante to bring it on. Hobbs' comeback in Fast X's mid-credits scene is a huge surprise. It also sets up the story for Fast and Furious 11. The film ends with a shocking twist that leaves Dom and his family in danger. Hobbs' return could distract Dante from his obsession with Dom for a while, especially if he thinks he has already defeated him and his loved ones. Hobbs' return could also bring some fresh excitement to the next film, as Dante's vendetta against Dom could get boring without anyone new to challenge him. And the best part is, Hobbs' return could lead to an epic team-up with Dom, something that fans have been waiting for. But that's not all. Hobbs' return could also pave the way for Hobbs and Shaw too. Shaw showed up briefly in Fast X, but he had to leave to help his mother when Dante's men started attacking Dom's friends. With both Hobbs and Shaw likely to be in Fast and Furious 11, the film could see them join forces again. Their possible reunion to help Dom in the next film could also lead to Hobbs and Shaw 2. The first film, a spin-off that took place after the Fate of the Furious, was a hit, so a sequel is not impossible, especially with the main Fast and Furious films ending soon. However, there is no official word on Hobbs and Shaw 2 yet. Hobbs' return also means that the feud between Dwayne Johnson and Vin Diesel is over. The two stars have been at odds since 2016. They clashed over their personalities, their work styles, and their roles in the franchise. They are both alpha males who want to be in charge. Johnson even said in 2021 that he was done with Fast and Furious, but his surprise appearance in Fast X's mid-credits scene shows that he has buried the hatchet with Diesel, or at least, he has put it aside for the sake of the franchise. With Dante as the common threat for Hobbs and Dom, Fast and Furious 11 sets up the reunion of the two actors on screen. It's a shocker considering their past, and the fact that they didn't film their scenes together for the Fate of the Furious, Johnson's last film with Diesel. It's possible that they won't share any scenes in Fast X either, but it would be awesome if Diesel and Johnson finally teamed up one last time to end the franchise together. After all, they are family, even with their differences. That's it for this video. What do you think of Fast X's mid-credits scene? Are you excited for Fast and Furious 11? Who do you think will win in a fight between Hobbs and Dante? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching Xpose. I'm your host and I'll see you next time. Bye.